What's up, craft beer aficionados? It is 7 degrees outside, there's snow on the ground, and I can't think of a better time to have an Accumulation White IPA by New Belgium out of Fort Collins, Colorado, one of the best breweries in the entire country. I love almost everything that they put out. So let's talk about this beer. On Untappd, it gets a 3.6 average rating, tons and tons of votes. Of course, it's New Belgium. It has 70 IBU. Take a look at the bottle here. It has 6.2% alcohol, and with all New Belgium beers, the artwork is pretty damn cool. Looks like a little cabin in the mountains or something with some snow. Almost like a little trailer house, a little camper up in the mountain covered in snow or something like that. All right, so let's pop the top on this baby and get a smell on it. Just giving it a good, nice pour there. You know, I probably gave it 3 fingers worth of head. Color, real pale, real clear, a lot of clarity going on there. It's pretty darn pale. The color right away is telling me that there's not that much wheat malt in the thing. And I'm going to be expecting a hop character to come through because there's less wheat malt to cut down on the bitterness. So for smell notes, it's listed on their website that they used Amarillo and Mosaic hops to dry hop this baby. And they say that it's supposed to be citrusy, but mostly what I'm getting is floral, kind of earthy, maybe definitely floral, herbal, and earthy. Floral, herbal, and earthy is what I'm going to say. They say that it's supposed to have some citrusy notes, but yeah, I'm not getting much of that. A lot of white IPAs have coriander in them. You know, they're basically a wit beer that have been extra hopped. I'm not checking out any coriander. I actually don't think that there's any coriander in this beer, but let's taste the son of a gun. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, it's floral, herbal. I'm not necessarily spicy, but I'm almost getting like a spice note on my tongue here. It's not terribly overly bitter, but like I thought was going to happen, I really don't think there's that much wheat malt in here. I think it's mostly pale malt, be it Pilsner, two-row, whatever. There's not too much of the sweetness from the wheat malt that's cutting through. Pretty bitter. The bitterness is hanging out on my tongue, unlike some of the other white IPAs that I've reviewed, that I've drank. The bitterness is hanging out. Floral and earthy, herbal going across my tongue. Yeah, I'm still not getting any of the citrusiness. You know, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm not getting any citrusiness. I mean, it's a pretty easy drinking beer, but the bitterness, you know, IPA lovers are gonna love this beer, the real hop heads. But if you're looking for, like, if you've heard of white IPAs in other areas, or you've drank, I love going to Deschutes Chainbreaker white IPA. This one's going to be a little bit more tough on your tongue. It's gonna burn your tongue a little bit more. I mean, it's gonna be easy drinking, but for people that are new to the game, or you're trying to get some of your craft beer buddies to try a white IPA, trying to get them into the scene, this isn't the one for you. IPA lovers are going to love this beer, I think, because there's minimal wheat in there. I'm getting a little bit of wheat. I'm gonna guess that they have like less than 18% wheat malt in this thing. So for the grade, let's just get right to it. One of my biggest critics has been saying, you know what, the videos have been going a little long, so let's just get to the point on this one. So overall, good beer. I like it, but it's not my favorite in the style. I'm not getting any coriander, no orange peel, I'm not getting citrus at all. I'm familiar with Mosaic hops, and I've not noticed too much citrusy from Mosaic hops. Maybe it's my own palate, my own smell or whatever, but I'm not getting any citrusy, not getting any orange peel, no coriander like I would want from a wit beer that turns into an IPA, which in my opinion, that is a white IPA. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a little bit lower than the Untapped ranking, and that's because this is basically like a blonde. I would call it a blonde that's been hopped quite a bit, like a lot of hopping going on a blonde ale. And you know, while that, you know, some people are going to love that, it's not my cup of tea. And when you're calling it a white IPA, I think that that's, check out the burp there. Ah, still no citrus. So yeah, guys, I'm going with a 3.5. If you love New Belgium, of course, you've already tried it. And it should be noted that it's a winter seasonal beer, so it's unlike any other winter seasonal beer. Most winter seasonals are going to be, you know, closer to stouts and porters that have some vanilla, some maybe clove, a lot of spices in them, maybe some molasses, what have you. So this is going away from that. They're seasonal beer. So I would recommend trying it when it comes around to the winter season. If you haven't already tried it, give it a go for yourself. It's worth giving a go, especially if you're getting like a mixer sixer kind of thing. You know, put one in there, give it a go. But if you're going to get a 6-pack of something and, you know, you've already, you know, it's not season, it's not in the season, you know, you're not missing out on too much. It's not a great white IPA, even though New Belgium normally does put out great beers. Again, 3.5, I would pass on it if you're going out tonight and you're going to snag up a nice IPA or a nice white IPA. Either category, it's just not the greatest in either one of those categories. So once again, a pass, 3.5, a 70, gets a 70 for a grade. Not phenomenal, not too great. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. You know, stay warm out there. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl. And we're out. Namaste. Cheers.